Got you the best part.
Greatest dinner I've ever had. Come on, let's get a good, beautiful.
Please, let's make a... Great. Thank you.
I don't think y'all seen that handshake, man. This is what the world is going crazy about right now. What does it remind you of?
Got you the best part.
Greatest dinner I've ever had.
Last time I gave a handshake like that, it was with family, friends, loved ones. It meant something. Love. Power. Can you feel that energy? Woo! I tell y'all, man, lately, these sides have been uncomparable. They played the clip when he was around Dems and Biden. But what does that handshake remind you of? Comment down below. Let's jump into the video, man. Boy, boy, boy. Boy, 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 you gotta love it, man. It's refreshing. It's heartwarming. A true leader, man. And I'm here for it. I told y'all, the sides are uncomparable, man. It's uncomparable. When you play the clip when he's over there, and then when he's over here, it's completely different, man. Completely different. But I want to thank you guys. So many of y'all been spamming me. Rick, check this out. Rick, check this out. Emails, comments, DMs through the roof. I love you guys, man. And I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life, man. And I hope everybody is blessed, well, and healthy as we go through these dark, crazy, sick, disgraceful times together, man. And as we know, America isn't America anymore. And it's time for a change. It is time for a change, and we got to get back on track. And we encourage everybody to go out and vote. We got to continue to do our part, man. We can't stop now. We can't get complacent. I don't care what this says. I don't care what that says. We got to continue to push, man. Continue to fight. But boy, I can't wait to get into this one, man. So many of you guys sent this one over, and this one comes from our brother Professor Nez and his breakdown. So I can't wait to check this one out, because y'all know Professor Nez, he loves our channel and shows us so much support, and has been commenting underneath our recent videos as well too, man. So love to my brother Professor Nez, and huge shout out to Nez Nation. So make sure y'all go check Professor Nez out, man, and be a part of Nez Nation in the description box down below. Amazing channel, an amazing guy, man. And we are all putting in a lot of hard work and waking up a lot of people, man. Like, again, we are in a huge fight, man. You know, a huge battle. A lot of corruption we've covered this year. It's been crazy, man. Like I say, we're living in the most darkest, craziest, disgraceful times, man. All the wokeness, election interference. Boy, it has been terrible how they have wiped President Trump through the mud. You know, the hatred they spewed out, the fake news. I mean, boy. But hey, let's go and get into it, man. He titled this one, "While the Entire World is Buzzing About the Trump Handshake." Oh, man. Boy, boy, boy.
So President Trump met with Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, today at his home in Mar-a-Lago. And the whole internet, everybody really everywhere in the world, I mean, the way I kind of equate the internet with the world now, are just talking about this handshake. And wait till you see Netanyahu's reaction to it, too. It was like one of those things that you see once in a lifetime, like an implicit, indirect message. But it was.
I told you, it was powerful, man. You could feel the love. And like I said, I had one of those handshakes with family, with loved ones. You know, like it was powerful, like it meant something. You know?
Wasn't like, aggressive, or it wasn't violent. It wasn't like it wasn't malicious. It was so powerful. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Stick around. But first, look at the difference. I don't want this to just be like some sensational video. I want this to, this whole entire channel is about getting our country back. I want you to look at the difference, my fellow Americans. I want you to look at the dichotomy of leadership. First, I'm going to share with you the meeting with Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, and President Biden, who a lot of people...
Completely different. Again, I've watched so many clips. You guys send me so many clips. They're all over X, Facebook, Instagram. People are just sending me all kind of stuff. But the sides are completely different. Like I said, completely different, man. It's uncomparable. Just being honest. A true leader, man. We are trying to get our country back, man. It is a fight. Like I say, a fight. We got to continue to fight, man.
People are still under speculation. Who's in control here? Border czar failure Kamala Harris was giving a press conference saying that, yes, I told Netanyahu, that it's okay for them to continue what they're doing. Like, excuse me, what? I thought Biden was the president. What is happening here? But he did eventually meet with Netanyahu, and I want you to watch this really quickly, and then I want to show you the meeting with Trump. The difference is not just stark. It's not just night and day. It's not just water and olive oil. It is literally galactic difference. It's a galactic difference. So check this out first, and then we got plenty more. Let's talk about it. Why does Biden look lost? Absolutely lost.
Everybody in? Well, welcome back, Mr. Prime Minister. We got a lot to talk about. I think we should get to it, but the floor is yours.
Mr. President, we've known each other for 40 years, and you've known every Israeli Prime Minister for 50 years, from Golda Meir. So from a proud Jewish Zionist to a proud Irish-American Zionist, I want to thank you for 50 years of public service and 50 years of support for the State of Israel. And I look forward to discussing with you today and working with you in the months ahead on the great issues before us.
What's wrong with this
I look
face?
forward to it as well. By the way, that first meeting with Prime Minister Golda Meir, and she had an assistant sitting next to me, a guy named Rabin.
Look at his
That's
forehead.
how far back it goes.
What's wrong with
I
his
was only
forehead?
12 now. But
Is that a mask?
anyway, thank you all for being here.
Now watch this. Doesn't take any questions from reporters. This is the most awkward 10-15 seconds I've ever seen between two world leaders. Just sits there. Doesn't take any questions. Looks befuddled. Looking for his handlers. Looks confused. Netanyahu sheepishly, embarrassingly trying to smile it off. It's so awkward. It's so awkward. Then the handlers come in and say, "Thank you all." Okay, now take a look at Trump welcoming Netanyahu and his wife at his home in Mar-a-Lago. Pay attention to the way he shakes his hand. Oh my God, the difference is insane.
Completely different.
Now I'm on it. Come on in. Come on in.
Got you the best part.
The greatest dinner I've ever had. Come on, let's get a good, beautiful.
Y'all see the smile, like the energy? Completely different, man. The body language, the energy. They know the difference, man. Not only do we know the difference, they know the difference, man. I can feel it coming, y'all. I can feel it coming, and I hope you can too.
Great. Thank you.
Did you see the way that he shook his hand? I mean, he pulled it into him. That is strength. That is balls. Again, there was no maliciousness to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to show it from a different angle, and I want you to watch.
I know a lot of the homies, man. That's like the homies handshake. You feel me? Pull them in. I'm telling you, it's like a family, the homies. Like That's the vibes I get, man. Like you know the deal, man. Like you know it's love at the end of the day, man. You know we in this thing together. You feel me? That's that kind of handshake. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, man. Real deal.
What Netanyahu says right after he shakes his hand, it was full of hearth and full of good cheer, goodwill. But there was also, because he's the best politician on planet Earth, maybe of all time, there is a little bit of an implicit message there of saying, now you're with the king. Now you're with the head dog. Now you're with the lion. Get ready. It's so brilliant. Trump plays chess better than any of these checker playing politicians. Watch what Netanyahu says after this.
The greatest dinner I've ever had.
Boom.
Let's get it.
Look at him. Listen to him. He says, wow. He goes, wow. Well, that's different from Biden. Watch it one more time. Look at this handshake.
Come on, let's
You're with the dog now. Come on. He says, wow. Netanyahu says, wow. Watch Netanyahu's face. Wow. He says, wow, right there. Okay, so this is a snippet here that the press was invited into. I love the lighting here. I love how it's kind of dark here. I don't know if it's because of the camera or it's because of the actual lighting in the home, but there's something really powerful, like Rembrandtian about this. I love the chiaroscuro lighting, the flush blacks and the sparse lights and the candles. It reminds me of that Kubrick movie, Barry Lyndon, something that you would see like a dinner take place with kings and queens 500, 600, dare I say 1,000 years ago. So, but I put some subtitles here so you can hear what's going on. Listen to what the exchange is like and what Netanyahu says. This is absolutely brilliant. Watch what he wishes Trump in the election in 2024. Listen to this. It's so powerful.
You never know. Hello, everybody.
Hello, sir. Is it you or is it me?
Can you tell us what you talked about? Yes.
Just general. We're
We talked about the
friends.
hospitals.
Talking about
Mr. Prime
what we're
Minister,
having for lunch.
could you tell me, Mr. Prime Minister, how Kamala Harris's remarks yesterday might have impacted negotiations on a ceasefire deal?
Well, we're trying to get one. And I think to the extent that Hamas understands that there's no daylight between Israel and the United States, that expedites the deal. And I would hope that those comments don't change that.
Mr. President, do you have any reaction to Kamala Harris's remarks yesterday?
Say it.
Do you have any reaction to Kamala Harris's remarks yesterday after she met with the Prime Minister?
No, I have no remarks. She's a radical left person. San Francisco, destroyed San Francisco. She's really a destroyer. She doesn't know how to build. And I think her remarks were disrespectful. They weren't very nice pertaining to Israel. I actually don't know how a person who's Jewish can vote for her, but that's up to them. But she was certainly disrespectful to Israel, in my opinion.
Mr. Trump, has your relationship with the Prime Minister repaired at all?
No, it was never bad. I would say it was always good. No president has done what I've done for Israel. And we've always had a very good relationship. And if I didn't, I have a secret weapon. You know what it is? Sarah. Sitting right over here.
How do you not love this guy?
Sarah, that's all that matters.
How do you not love this
Do you
guy?
feel like after this trip, Mr. Prime Minister, we're any closer to a ceasefire deal?
I hope so, but I think time will tell. We're certainly eager to have one, and we're working on it.
Are you sending teams to Rome?
Sorry?
Are you sending teams to Rome to continue those
We're
negotiations?
dispatching the team probably in the beginning of the week.
Can you tell us the status of the hostage negotiations?
I think there's been some movement because of the military pressure that we exerted. I hope that there'll be sufficient movement to get the deal completed.
Did you talk about
That's a very tough situation, the hostages. They have to be given back immediately because there can be no way that they're in good shape. They're obviously not being treated properly. And you hope that they're okay, but there are a lot of hostages, I'm sure, that will not be okay. And It's just not an acceptable situation.
Did you guys talk about what your working relationship would look like if you were reelected in November?
We don't have to. We've had a good relationship. I was very good to Israel, better than any president's ever been. And we did so many Golan Heights. We did Jerusalem, the capital. We actually built the embassy at Jerusalem, and the Iran nuclear deal. Unfortunately, the Biden administration didn't do anything. We terminated the Iran nuclear deal, which was a tremendous thing, maybe the best thing that I did for Israel, but unfortunately the Biden administration didn't do anything about it. We could have had a deal 1 week after the election. We would have had a deal with Iran, and everybody would have been happy. But they didn't do anything with it. We had all the cards. Iran was not using terror at all because they didn't have the money. Under the Trump administration, we gave them no money. They didn't have money. Nobody was buying their oil. And now they're a rich country. So it's too bad. But we would have had a deal with Iran, and it would have been a good deal for everybody, including Iran. It would have been a good deal, but it would have saved the Middle East. The Biden administration, now she's taken over, and she's worse than him. She's actually worse than him. So we'll see how it goes. But if it all works out, if we win, it'll be very simple. It's all going to work out, and very quickly. If we don't, you're going to end up with major wars in the Middle East and maybe a third world war. You are closer to a third world war right now than at any time since the Second World War. You've never been so close because we have incompetent people running our country.
He's right.
Thank you very much, everybody.
100%.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you.
My fellow Americans, I mean, the difference is vast. The difference is galactic, as I said before. The choice to me is absolutely crystal clear. The borders are Kamala Harris. She hasn't achieved anything. She hasn't done anything. She hasn't earned a single vote. This is the party that says democracy is on the ballot, and they are literally circumventing democracy and anointing somebody who didn't earn a single vote through the democratic process. How does that make any sense? Netanyahu, they cut it off, but Netanyahu said, I hope, this is a quote, you can look this up, I wish nothing but, quote, total victory, end quote, for Trump. So that should tell you a lot right there. I hand this off to you, Nez Nation. Let me know in the...
True leader, man. True leader, man. And a huge shout out to my brother Nez and Nez Nation, man. Make sure y'all go down below, check him out. An amazing guy, amazing channel. And again, we are trying to get our country back, man. Fight continues. I love you guys, man. And I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life as we go through these dark, crazy, disgraceful, sick, broken times together, man. As America isn't America anymore. Like I say, it's uncomparable. It is uncomparable. As you can see for yourself. Oh boy, it's coming, man. We can't get complacent. Can't stop now. You know, and sad right now. We're gonna have to hear gender, race card, gender, you know, all this other distractions until November. It has nothing to do with anything. Hey, let me know what y'all think. Comment down below. How do y'all feel about all this? Are you feeling pretty good, man? It's refreshing. I'm telling you, it is very refreshing, heartwarming, man. You know? And it's a huge, huge difference. A huge, huge difference. But hey, I love y'all. God bless you all and your families. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.